The TTC and city staff are taking another look at the Queensquay design because of this. 25 vehicles have gone down the streetcar tunnel since the revitalized street reopened in 2015. But cars on the tracks aren't the only problems with the Queensquay design. As Philip Lee-Shanok explains, there are also concerns about the mixed-use waterfront trail.
Cycling consultant Yvonne Bambrick loves Queensquay, but she also has first-hand experience with how things can go very wrong down there.
Unfortunately, I had a near head-on collision with another cyclist who was trying to pass people while coming towards me without looking.
She's still recovering from the accident and says she understands how the area can be confusing to some.
That whole area, Queensquay, is so busy, it just doesn't allow for faster cycling. You've got to be hyper aware of everyone who's around you and understand that it is actually a mixed-use path, even though it kind of feels like a bike lane.
While the markings don't show it, locals know the trail is for everyone.
It should really be treated like a park path. And you know what, we're at the edge of the city. So, you know, when you come down to this area, you need to slow down, take a little time.
Waterfront Toronto says designers didn't anticipate the level and intensity of use. They'd planned for 40 cyclists an hour, but staff have observed as many as 500 cyclists an hour. Now, this width of path is okay for the number of cyclists they anticipated. However, for the actual number of cyclists they draw down here, international standards suggest that the path be this wide. As you can see by the measuring tape, it would be a difficult adjustment to do at this point in time. This environmental studies master's student has won an international award for cycling infrastructure design for the Jane Finch corridor.
I'm surprised that they didn't see this, because you're talking about building feels like a field of condos down there. Lots of new housing, lots of new employment uses, and therefore with a pathway that connects all of these things, it would become a spine network for the communities that live down there.
Waterfront Toronto says it did consult with city planners and transportation engineers when designing the revitalized Queensquay. But what they've learned since will be applied to the redevelopment of the street going east of Yonge. Philip Lee-Shanok, CBC News, Toronto.